Happy Friday, Valpo. I'm meteorologist Joe Egan with your Storm Sheet weather update for today. Spring has sprung across the area today as we have temperatures that feel much more like spring today, and that warmth will continue into next week with dry weather throughout the period as well. The one exception might be some rain Wednesday night into Thursday, but even that system looks relatively minor and may not really be of much of consequence. In general, though, this weekend, warm and dry weather will be in place as this ridge pattern is dominating the weather across much of the eastern United States. Further west, though, we have that unsettled weather that's a result of this big trough that's going to be blocked by this ridge that will basically persist over our region throughout the next 5 to 7 days. In general, this will not really change all that much, and so that's why we're going to be so warm and dry over the next 5 to 7 days. You'll notice, though, that the western U.S. stays unsettled, and this will result in some potentially wintry weather for parts of the Rocky Mountains. You'll notice the snow that starts to get onto the map here as we go throughout the weekend. Parts of Colorado and Wyoming could get up to 4 feet of snow, especially in the Rocky Mountains in this region. And parts of Denver could actually get up to 1 foot of snow. So it's not going to feel like spring across the country, as some areas will still have to deal with some wintry weather. And parts of Kansas and Nebraska and the southern plains could deal with some very heavy rain in the next few days as well. But that all stays to our west as we stay mainly clear and dry as we have that ridge in place keeping us warm as well. Temperatures at this hour in the upper 60s here this afternoon here in Valpo. We will see temperatures fall into the upper 40s as we will have those clear skies and light winds that will allow us to cool pretty fast. However, I don't think it's going to feel nearly as cold as it did last week as we had much more wintry-like weather. Temperatures will warm up rather quickly, though, on your Saturday, with low to mid-70s likely for the area. Some areas further south, down at Rensselaer, could get close to 80. Well, it just depends on how much sunshine we get, as well as how strong the lake breeze will be. You can notice here we do have our model is picking up, I should say, on some cooler temperatures near the lake, around 59 degrees, the high temperature forecast here in Gary. I do think that here in Valpo we will get into the 70s as the lake breeze generally does not get this far inland. However, we'll have to watch and see how things play out. I do think that we'll probably get held in the lower 70s to possibly mid-70s, depending on how things work out. Temperatures tomorrow night, though, not quite as cold as tonight. Will be around 50 degrees, but the clear skies will allow us to drop pretty fast. And then we do, again, rise fast enough on Sunday with temperatures right back up into the mid-70s as we do it all over again. And then back into Sunday night, we'll fall into the 50s again. But again, not all that chilly compared to what we've had to deal with the last week or so. 45 degrees, though, your low temperature for tonight. It will be clear, so that will allow us to cool off pretty fast. But with winds not all that strong at the east head, 5 to 10 miles per hour, not going to be all that much of a wind chill. Just be sure to have your light jacket if you're going to be outside tonight at all. For your Saturday, 75 degrees, your high temperature. It'll be sunny and warm and well above average with winds out of the east-southeast at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. And it'll just keep us warming up as we go throughout the day. Your 7-day forecast looks like this. For your Sunday, 72 degrees your high temperature here in Valpo. Locally a little bit cooler along the lake shore, but we could get close to 80 further south of town. Monday, I should say, still around 70 degrees. We do bring in some clouds on Tuesday when we drop down to the mid-60s. And we'll be here in the mid-60s as well on Wednesday. We do have a chance for some rain showers. That system is a little bit further out, so we'll have to watch how the details work out. But again, it does not look like it will be a washout by any means on Wednesday. And then Thursday and Friday, we warm right back up close to 70 degrees. And we stay above average throughout the period. Our normal high temperature of this time of year is 60. So throughout the period, we are staying well above normal and feeling a whole lot more like spring. I'm meteorologist Joe Egan. Have a great weekend, everyone.